Chapter 19 Missing in Action, the 7th of March 2019, 1:30 p.m. 1 hour before my flight home. They'll be calling our gate soon, I would imagine. I chose to take my life into my own hands again by requesting a yellow cab to take me back to JFK Airport. The driver didn't disappoint either. I think this fella left his eyes and ears at home before he set off this morning. I waved farewell to the Manhattan skyline as we crossed over into Queens and north to the airport. Then I held on to the door handle until my knuckles turned white. Despite my concerns, we arrived in one piece and I checked in. The staff seemed far more pleasant than those on arrival a week ago, probably because we're leaving and they don't need to fear us anymore. But overall, the trip has been an overwhelming success. It couldn't have gone much better. Ernie was only 36 when he left New York in 1965. Tracking his timeline in England, now that I know so much more about him, shouldn't be anywhere near as difficult. When I get back home, I'll write to Mr. Green as soon as the jet lag allows and send him copies of the interviews as before. I can only imagine what his reaction will be when he opens that envelope down in Plymouth. I still can't fathom the connection between the two men and why he has sent me on this quest. But then again, it really isn't any of my business. But after all this work, I hope he does tell me. This will be my last alcoholic drink on United States soil, and one thing I won't miss is the price. $15 for that beer. I could get 5 for that in my local, and be served with a smile. Still, money isn't an issue at the moment, and long may that continue. Right, here's my list of bullet points, my plan of action for the next few days. 1. Return home and sleep. Write off the 8th and start again on the 9th. 2. Write to Mr. Green with an update. 3. Visit Mum. 4. Trace the ships into Southampton on the 15th of March 1965. 5. Contact the Ocean Liner Company headquarters to find passenger lists and any given contact information, including forwarding address and a requirement in 1965. 6. Track name and movement from there, including places of work, tax and national insurance records, and contributions. 7. Find addresses where he lived in from 1965 to present. 8. Check births, deaths and marriages for possible spouse or offspring. 9. Work on ancestry cases to free up Monday the 11th to the Monday the 18th in order to follow the case leads wherever this may take me. 10. Start online dating. It's about time I started to share my life with someone else before I get too old. I'm fast approaching my 40s, older than Ernie was when he left New York City. I don't want to waste any more years wondering what I am, who I am, what I want, and where I'm going. You may be my best friend, Mr. Diary, but I don't want to take you to bed every night and make you a coffee in the morning. I'm willing to give online dating a try anyway. It might be a giggle. There's the call, gate number 47. We should arrive back in the UK around 2:30 p.m, and I'll be ready for bed by then. I'll try and stay up as late as possible to combat the jet lag. What a great week this has been. I won't forget this city in a hurry. 8th of March 2019, 11:30 a.m. That was the best night's sleep I've had in weeks. I managed to get an hour on the plane and stay up till 10:30, but I got a solid 11 hours sleep there. Magic. Just what I needed. The new me starts again today. Again. Now, time to write to Mr. Green. Letter dated the 8th of March. Dear Mr. Green, I've just returned from New York City, and you will be pleased to know the trip was a resounding success. Not only did I manage to locate the Kaplan twins, but I was also able to track Mr. Grimshaw's life and movements from 1948 all the way through to 1965 when he returned to England. I have attached copies of all photographs, interviews, and notes taken for your information. Names, addresses, times, and dates can all be verified should you require any further information. I have also enclosed invoices for work done. Going forward, I plan to continue the search through online and paper tracking systems, government tax and contribution schemes, as well as starting the physical search in Southampton, where his ship docked in 1965. I will update you again in a week's time. Again, I hope you will agree the search has been very worthwhile. If you have any questions or queries, you can contact me at the above email address. Yours sincerely, Paul Brunskill, Private Investigator. Mr. Green seems to be very much a man of letters, but it is only fair that he has the option of contacting me via email and phone too, should he wish. By the time he gets the letter, I'll be back on the hunt, so I doubt I'll hear from him until I return home again. I've sent Mum a text. Hopefully she won't mind a visit later this evening. She might even offer to cook for me. I hope so. I've bugger all in the fridge or in the cupboards. Anyway, it's the least she can do after I bought her an Empire State Building fridge magnet and a miniature King Kong teddy.